Good evening, everybody. I'm Pierre Roberge, the Daily Trader. It is May 26th, and we are going to take a look at Tesla stock from a technical analysis perspective. My goal in doing these videos is to help you understand how you can use technical analysis to make better trading and investing decisions. But I am not a financial advisor, so please do your own research and make your own decisions. So Tesla closed up $48.93, 7.43% at 707.73. Pre-market, we are up by $13 and $14 now. So let's look at what we have here. Sorry, let's go to the daily chart here. 2 days ago, we touched this downward support. We touched it perfectly. Yesterday, 2 days ago, then we had a nice green candle, and this was an indication that something would be going up a little bit. Then on May 25th, we have this nice green candle, and we broke the high of the day before. So this is something nice. When we have a higher high and a higher low, this is something that we like to see because this is what happens in a uptrend. So maybe this was the beginning of an uptrend. Then on the 26th, we broke outside of this downward channel here, this very small downward channel. So this is really an indication that something is really happening. And we even broke 695.46. So this is becoming green. This is becoming green. So things are happening. But now we are right at this downward resistance right here. We have a few downward resistance in order to get out of this downward channel. So we are still in a downward trend on the daily chart. We can still make money on this move if we are in the 1 hour chart, but on the daily chart, it's not yet ready. We don't have stochastic over 60 and everything. So what can be happening is that the stock could be doing something like this and then coming down and doing something like that. So in terms of the daily chart, there's not much to do. But the great thing about technical analysis is that you can look at the chart at different time frames. So when we are on the 1 hour chart, that's a completely different story. So on the 26th, the first candle of the 26th, basically yesterday, we have a nice green candle and we broke this downward resistance that we had. We broke it with stochastic over 60. We had already stochastic over 60 before we broke it. This is always nice to have it before. So this was a nice break. If you saw that yesterday, you could have entered on this candle here at 10:30. So you could have entered at 10:30 because we had just broken a downward resistance and we had stochastic over 60. And this is what we need in order to act. So you could have entered at 10:30 and then ride this puppy. So the first thing that could have happened is that we could have caved in under 695. So this was a distinct possibility. And I think I told you that it's possible that we could cave in under this, but it's also possible that we can go through it. And we did go through it. So green candle on the 2nd hour, green candle on the 3rd hour, and then look at this perfection right here. Look at how the stock caved for 4 or 5 hours, caved under this downward resistance here. This, I think I'm going to call it the second one. We have the first one right here, second one, the third one. So we caved right under this second resistance. We just caved under it, but we still stayed quite above 695.46. And now today, if things are like the seem, we are going to break this second resistance again and continue moving up. So basically, this is a great move. This is a great move. I am long Tesla with a call at 685 strike that I bought exactly when I showed you at 10:30. But I am not yet long in terms of stocks, because in terms of stocks, I prefer to wait until the daily chart shows us something really nice. But on the hourly chart, playing with options, it does not cost much. And if things turn sideways, then the risk is very limited to a couple $1,000 versus maybe a lot more if we are talking in terms of a Tesla stock. So basically, this is how I do things. And if I see that Tesla is going super high, if it's going super high like this, I still have my call at 685 that I can exercise. So if I exercise my call 685, this is going to give me the right to buy 100 shares of Tesla at $685. And I might exercise that right. Of course, I still need the money to buy 100 shares, but I don't mind. That's a possibility too. So buying an option on the 1 hour chart gives you a nice profit before the daily chart turns over. And you can sell that option with profit, and that's all nice and dandy, because hourly charts can give you little profits, but then the stock can be going down. So it's nice to catch that profit with an option on the 1 hour chart. But then if things go really far and the stock goes super high, this will influence the daily chart. And at that point, you can exercise that option to buy stocks when you think the daily chart is ready at a great price. So basically, these are the possibilities. It seems like we are going to open at 723.75 this morning for Tesla. So it means that we are going to open right here. And this is part of our second resistance. Then we have a third resistance that we need to really think about before we are really outside of this downward trend. So we'll see what happens with that. Going back on the daily chart quickly. So in terms of indicators, we have stochastic at 26. We have MACD not crossing over bullish yet. RSI still under 50 and DMI is still not ready yet. Let's take a quick look at the VIX is really coming down. The VIX is really coming down. This is helping us right here. This is helping Tesla. Let's take a quick look. Dow Jones is also coming up, and look at how it's breaking outside of this downward channel. It's breaking outside of it. Is it going to stay there? Stochastic is close to 60, so this is going to be interesting if this move is continuing. S&P is doing nice. We still don't have stochastic over 60, but we see that it wants to move back up. Nasdaq is not as nice. It's still well within this, but it's getting very close to the resistance. And stochastic is only at 36, so Nasdaq is having a harder time. But Nasdaq 100 has broken outside of it, but stochastic is still very low. So there's still a little bit of risk here before it really goes far. So for a Nasdaq 100, I would tend to put the resistance right here. I would give this index the possibility of doing something like this until stochastic goes over 60, and then it starts to go off to reach this downward resistance. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. You can click on my TradingView affiliate link and other affiliate links. I'm going to wish you a great day. We are going to talk tonight, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.